A very warm good afternoon to all the dignitaries present here in the forum. It is with immense pride and pleasure that I, Vidhu Saxena, Assistant Professor and Senior Manager Placements, welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of BAJA SAE India Elevate program at KIET Group of Institutions. A proud moment for all of us as we come together to kickstart a journey of innovation, engineering excellence, and professional growth. SAE India has always been a beacon of engineering excellence in the country. And through initiatives like BAJA and Elevate, it empowers the students to move beyond classroom, learning towards real-life world problem-solving and innovation. Today marks the beginning of this journey here at KIET. To start the session with, first of all, I would request our honorable dignitaries to please come over the dais and take over the seats. Sir and ma'am, please. Thank you. We are honored to have amid us a distinguished set of guests who are pillars of leadership, inspiration, and technical brilliance. On behalf of KIET Group of Institutions, we welcome our honorable chief guest for the day, Mr. Balraj Bhanot sir, former director ARAI. Sir, we welcome you. Please welcome sir with a huge round of applause, everyone. Along with him, we would like to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Ulhas Bangale sir, Executive Director, SAE India, North Indian Section. Eminent Speaker, Mr. Balraj Subramaniam sir, Chairman, OC BAJA SAE India. Mr. Tejas Babale, Judge, BAJA SAE India. Mr. S. Hariharan, Convener, Virtual Round, BAJA SAE India. Dr. Manoj Goyal sir, Joint Director, KIET Group of Institutions in his absentia. Dr. Adesh Pandey sir, Director, Academics, KIET Group of Institutions in his absentia. Dr. Ashish Karnawal sir, Dean, Mechanical Engineering Department, KIET Group of Institutions. And Dr. Preeti Chitkara ma'am, Professor and Head IR and PR, KIET Group of Institutions. Along with this, we would also like to extend a heartfelt welcome to all the faculties and team delegates who have participated for this particular inaugural ceremony all across the nation. Indeed, it's our extreme privilege to welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of today's event. Some of the key highlights for today's program will be introduction to BAJA SAE India and its competition streams, strengthening the core technical concepts which are essential for the vehicle development, insights on team structure, project planning and budgeting, clarification of rulebook and inspection expectations, interactive Q&A and one-on-one doubt resolution with the experts, and live demonstration of BAJA vehicles and the systems. To officially start the event, let us all take the blessings of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of learning, music, and arts. We request all the members on dais to kindly join for the ceremonial light lampening. Sir, please. Ma'am, please. I would request the technical team to please play Ma Saraswati Vandana. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I would now request UD Bangale, sir, Executive Director, SAE North India Section, to please come forward for Ganesh Vandana. Sir, please.
सरस्वती वंदना तो हो गई है, तो गणेश वंदना करनी बहुत ज़रूरी रहती है, तो इसलिए हम करते हैं। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। प्रथम निमंत्रण आपको, प्रथम निमंत्रण आपको गणपति गजानन गणराज। रिद्धि सिद्धि सहित पधारियो, रिद्धि सिद्धि सहित पधारियो पूर्ण करियो हे काज। गणपतये नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। श्री गणेशाय नमः।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to all the dignitaries for gracing this ceremony and illuminating the path ahead. Let us now move forward with the BAJA SAE India teaser and the trailer. So I would request the technical team to kindly play the video. Thank you, technical team. Now is the time to grace the honorable presence of our guests for the day. In this regard, first of all, I would request Mr. Balraj Subramaniam Sir, Chairman OC BAJA SAE India, to please felicitate our chief guest for the day, Mr. Balraj Bhanot Sir, former Director ARAI. Sir, please step forward. Please welcome Sir with a huge round of applause, everyone. Thank you, sir. Now I would request Dr. Ashish Karnwal, sir, Dean Mechanical Engineering, to welcome our guest of honor for the day, UD Bangale, sir, Executive Director, SAE NIS. Sir, please. In the row now, I would request Dr. Preeti Chitkara, ma'am, Professor, Head IR and PR, to please felicitate Mr. Balraj Subramaniam, sir, Chairman OC BAJA SAE India. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now I would request Mr. Tuhin Srivastav, Faculty Advisor, SAE KIET, to please felicitate Mr. S. Hariharan, Convener, BAJA SAE India. Thank you. Now I would request Mr. Hassan Raza, Faculty Advisor, SAE KIET, to please welcome Tejas Bhabale, sir, the Judge for BAJA SAE India. Sir, please. I would again request Mr. Tuhin to please felicitate Mr. Akash Tiwari, Project Planning and Control Engineer, SWECO. We are proud to say that Akash is our alumni also from KIET. I would again request Tuhin to please welcome Mr. Nitin, Senior Engineer, Anand Group. Mr. Nitin, yeah, please, please. Thank you. Last but not the least, I would again request Mr. Hassan to please welcome Mr. Ruturaj, Senior Engineer, Euler Motors. Thank you. Now I would request Dr. Ashish Karnwal, sir, Dean Mechanical Engineer, for his welcome address to talk about the institution's commitment to innovation, technical excellence, and how the Elevate program aligns with the vision of KIET. Sir, please.
Chief guest of the program, respected Mr. Balraj Bhanot ji, Chairman, Organizing Committee, BAJA SAE India, Mr. Balraj Subramaniam sir, our mentor guest of honor of the event, Mr. U.D. Bangaleji, Executive Director, SAENIS Northern India Section. Our Joint Director, Director Academics under his absentia, Mr. Tejas, Judge, BAJA SAE India. Mr. S. Hariharan, Convener, Virtual Round, BAJA SAE India. Preeti Ma'am, Tuhin Srivastav, the convener, the organizing members of the events, the participants who came from different institutions, and my dear students. It's a proud day for me to address the gathering on the dais and off the dais as well. Even just by seeing the trailer, it gives me, goosebumps. What excitement, what energy, and what efforts students put together for such an event, and that goes, in a very short span of time. But what I can see is this will continue with the students throughout their life. And we have so many testament of it, we have so many live examples of it, that this preparation has changed their life. So, good afternoon everyone. Myself, Dr. Ashish Karnwal, and I belong to Mechanical Engineering Department and looking after few Center of Excellences at KIET. I wish to apprise everybody that, sir, we started KIET Group of Institutions in 1998 with a very small strength. We started the Mechanical Engineering program in 1999 with 30 intake only, and goes to till this stage. We have so many industry collaborations. To name some, it is like we have collaboration with Mercedes-Benz, we have collaboration with BZ India in the area of woodworking industry, then we have collaboration with ISRO, SAC Ahmedabad chapter, then we have collaboration towards the cyber security by Wipro, then we also have collaboration with in the area of robotics. Then we are also working in the area of drone technology. And what I can proudly say is that our SAE club started in 2008 by our own alumni, the Tuhin Srivastav, and it never looked back. Sir, this is the only space, this is the only club where we have, not we, but the entire institution, entire management even, have special privileges. They have special, bondings with all the students for their commitment. And when I say it, I mean it. The commitment from students is also of the same nature. It is also of the same nature. They do so much of hard work, never think of anything else. And sometimes I feel jealous that this was not there in my, domain when I passed out. I wish to do it again. I know some of the students sitting at the back must be seeing that इसकी आज बात कुछ बदल गई या क्लास में कुछ कहता है अभी कुछ कहता है, but seriously, I always praise this, and it's an opportunity to learn, because whatever we say in the classroom, but when we do it practically, things are 50-60% different, if not 100%. But yes, we have to. The online, this learning on the ground is possible because of this type of initiatives. And kudos and heartfelt thanks to our management also, the kind management, the kind leadership team, that they always believe in us, they always believe in the department, on the SAE, Tuhin and the entire team. Because we do so many decisions, we do so much of hard work, but they always back us from the back, that don't worry, we are there. They never worry about the prizes and everything, but they are ready to support students in all the ways, in all the respect. Students, you are on the correct path, and you all are very motivated. You all are from different institutions, but I'm sure that you are doing a great job, and whatever you are doing, this will be with you throughout your life. Participation is only, it is not something that everybody will win, but you all will win with the commitments, with the values, whatever you will get during this particular event. And all these are part and parcel of this. So with these words, I would like to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to him, and my gratitude and big thanks to all the senior members for sparing their valuable time and gracing this occasion, guiding these students. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and inspiring words. Indeed, the able leadership and management continues to motivate us as well as the students to set higher benchmarks each and every year. Now is the time for the welcome address by Mr. Balraj Subramaniam, sir, Chairman, OC, BAJA SAE India. So I would request, sir, to please come forward for your welcome address and share the insights for SAE BAJA. So please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Did you all have your breakfast? Can't hear you. Good afternoon. Yeah, that's better, that's better. My esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Balraj Banot, Dr. Ullas Pagwe, Mr. Ashish Kanwal from the Host Institute, Madam Preeti Chetkara from the Host Institute, my dear colleague from Mr. Tejas from the Tractor India division, my fellow colleagues from SAE India, and all of you all here, a very warm welcome to you to this BAJA Elevate program. The very concept of the thought of this program was to decimate the hurdles of the BAJA competition, the BAJA events, the various formats of the event amongst you all, so that you could mentally be more prepared to come and participate in this event in a manner that is most befitting. Unfortunately, the participation, as we got confirmation from so many of you all, has not met our expectation, because I think in the last minute a few of you all could not come here. But for all those who are here, please take back some good learning experience from all the sessions that would be there for you today. Any questions that you have, any doubts that you have, please, come forward so that you could go back with some better learning experience. To talk about BAJA, what started as a very humble initiative for the purpose of providing an out-of-classroom learning experience to the students, conceptualized by Dr. Pawan Goenka and Dr. K.C. Vora in 2006 and translating into the first event in 2007, we made a very humble beginning with just 27 teams then. Looking back at the journey, the event grew, and in 2010-11 when we went to invite Dr. late APJ Abdul Kalam ji to come in as the chief guest for one of the programs, he asked us what is this all about, and at the end of it, he didn't have the spark that he normally has towards any thought process. So we were puzzled. The team that went to invite him, we were puzzled. And then we asked him, sir, what is it that you think you could provide us in terms of guidance? And he said, no, this is some event that anybody can do in the country. But the future of our country is the e-vehicles, and I think you should start thinking about starting a competition on e-vehicle. And whenever that becomes a reality, I would be there myself. You don't have to come and invite me. And it took us 4 long years to develop this competition, from the drawing table to trying to identify the components, to trying to get students to get convinced to come and participate in an event such as this. And when we had our first competition in 2015, we were very, very proud that, we were the first BAJA globally to start the e-chapter of our country, much before the Indian automotive industry could even think of the e-vehicles which you see today. BAJA's journey has always been progressive, and in 2020-22 we conceptualized that we should have a CNG BAJA, and we had our first CNG BAJA in the 2023. Then the next step was moving towards the autonomous vehicle, and that is again a dream that we started, which was put in place in 2024. And in 2025, as you saw a little while ago, we had the first HCNG stroke H BAJA competition inaugurated by none other than Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, our Honorable Minister for Road Transport and Highways. So this journey actually speaks volume in terms of what BAJA has been and what we have done for the students' fraternity in this country. And today, looking back, we keep receiving mails, we keep getting calls from students from all over the globe, some of them in Tesla, some of them in Mercedes-Benz, some of them in other global automotive industries, some of them in the global ancillary industries. And there's only one uniform message that they all communicate, and that is, sir, if it was not for BAJA, we would not be what we are today. And that gives us immense pride. So I look forward to each one of you here to convert yourself, to take this initiative, to convert your opportunities into such a realm of, reality for yourself. And I'm sure you'll do well, because when so many students across the various BAJA events have done well, there's nothing that can stop you. You can even do better. So that is my best wishes to you. And on behalf of the BAJA Organizing Committee, I wish to thank the host institute, that is KIET Group of Institute, their leadership team, their management, for having wholeheartedly, come forward to accept our proposal to conduct this kind of a program in the northern part of the country, so that it could benefit the students who have your participation thoughts for the event from this place. And I would, on behalf of the leadership team and the management of KIET, thank Dr. Ashish and Madam Preeti to please convey to the management that this was our wholehearted appreciation for the management. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with the vision of Elevate SAE India program, and also for encouraging our students to pursue engineering excellence with integrity and determination. Thank you so much once again. Moving ahead now, as the particular theme of this program is about students representing the future of engineering, innovation and leadership, it is very important to have a look upon the relevance, the importance of BAJA SAE India. For that, I would request Mr. Tejas Babale, the judge of BAJA SAE India, to come forward and share his thoughts. So please.
Hello. So good afternoon to all. So thank you for giving this opportunity to BAJA team. So I basically working in international tractors. So looking at you at the future, MBAJA is the platform where you get to start with doing the practical engineering things. So in childhood we used to do, all the mechanical boys who are here, they used to play with the toys and they used to remove the parts. The same thing you have to assemble here. So parts are important for us, and this will create energy into you. The boys would understand now girls are entering into this field. So to get this energy, you have the engineering mindset. So in the childhood itself we have started this, and we are learning from our childhood. So this will take you to the further, and when you are getting job opportunities or the learnings, you will move ahead with the MBAJA learning. And those who are doing this as a MBAJA event, this is the platform where you will get a right direction to select where you want to be. So you want to be a team leader, or you want to be a management guy, or you want to be a technical guy. So you can select from your area of interest. So this is the right thing where you are starting with, and those who are in the first year should get into this in the depth of knowledge, where you will start good learnings, and this will help you to take a decision at the fourth year, where you will know where I should go. So this is the right direction. And MBAJA, it should be taken up very aggressively. So whenever you are doing any task in the life or in future, this will be a guide for you how to move ahead, because this will teach you everything. So from basically starting from the zero to make one vehicle. So creating something by your own hand is basic learnings which will engineering cannot teach you, but this type of platform will teach you. So thank you for the opportunity, and all the best to all the participants.
Thank you so much, sir. This program not only sharpens the technical skills but also fosters leadership, collaboration, real-world learning, aligning with the very mission of the Elevate initiative. So thank you so much for highlighting those points for all of us. Now I would request Dr. Preeti Chitkara ma'am, Professor and Head IR and PR, to please come forward and share her views regarding the session. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. A very warm morning to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, the students who have come from across the country, I believe. And we welcome you first and foremost to the institution from our heartfelt devotion, because for me, when I joined the institution in 2014, I'll just share a small incident, sir. Not a small one, later you'll realize that, but then 2014 में मैंने जब कॉलेज को ज्वाइन किया, 2019 तक मैं ये सोच ही रही कि एक ऐसे ही बाहा करके हमारे कॉलेज में एक वर्कशॉप में वर्क करते हैं बच्चे, and they are there who are working on the cars and all. It was quite fascinating for me, being from the humanities background. So for me, the kind of work which was being done over there was a dream come true kind of thing, because childhood से we've been seeing the cars and racing cars and other things. 2019 में एक थोड़ा April 29 it was, and when I got a little shock because I could read one news from Washington, US, and that was the news of our students winning the NASA challenge at USA. NASA USA. Alabama में ये program हुआ था, and there was a challenge का where our students came up with the prize, and it was published by Washington. That was something, today even I get the goosebumps when I remember that day, because that day was the first time when I came in contact with Tuheen and he shared all the details about the contest, and that was something which has always made us feel so proud, because जब बच्चे वहाँ से वापस आए, वो first prize win किए थे out of 500 plus students who, countries who had participated there. और वहाँ पर जो बच्चे सीख कर आए, उससे जो हमें इंस्पिरेशन मिली सर, that is something which made us feel that yes, we must give so much value, so much pride to all this. I think पहले से ही it has been since years that this SE BAJA team has been working with us, and जितना motivation, जितना encouragement इन सबको देखकर मिलता है, I believe I should give a huge round of applause to all the students sitting here. Please clap for yourself, because you have made it to the day. आप लोगों ने आज आकर अपने लिए एक बहुत सुंदर रास्ता क्रिएट किया है, जो आप कितने लोगों को पीछे पछाड़ कर आए होंगे शायद, because it's not been all the students who've been able to make it today, but मेरा ये मानना है कि सपने वही सच होते हैं जो आपकी नींद तोड़ देते हैं. And I believe you all have done it. So today, I just believe that at KIET, as we believe, it's not just the academic journey that makes students, make us feel proud. It's even the other holistic development things, especially related to the SE BAJA and other extracurricular things, which make us so very proud. And I today here, as the representative from KIET, I thank all of you, along with all the dignitaries here, to have been the mentors of these students, to be the guiding lights for these students and give them the pathway which makes everyone at their institution, at their homes and in our homes proud of them. Thank you so much, students. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of motivation. It's always a pleasure listening to you. I would now request Mr. Ulhas Bengali sir, Executive Director SAE NIS and our guest of honor for the day, for his keynote address. Sir, please.
Thank you, madam. Dear dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty members and bright students, wish you a very good morning or afternoon. You can say afternoon. BAJA SAE India, an engineering design competition organized by SAE India, enters its 19th edition in 2026. For the past 18 years, BAJA SAE India has been more than just competition. It is a platform where budding engineers transform into industry-ready professionals. Students design, fabricate and race their own ATVs, bringing their ideas to life while honing creativity, technical skills and confidence. From humble beginning in 2007, as Balraj told, with just 27 teams designing IC engine powered ATV, the event now brings together over 200 teams nationwide across 4 distinct categories. M BAJA, which is having IC engine, E BAJA is electric driven, H BAJA is hydrogen plus CNG driven, and A BAJA is the autonomous vehicle. Each category, while distinct, equally reflect the spirit of the innovation, resilience and collaboration, aligning with key national initiatives including Automotive Mission Plan, Electric Mobility Mission Plan and National Green Hydrogen Mission, supporting India's vision to emerge as a global automotive hub. Flagship events like BAJA SAE India are run by passionate committees like organizing and alumni committee and more than 100 judges from the different industry in India, automotive industry. Mr. Balraj Bhanoj is our chief guest. Myself and Tejas Babhale have been judges of BAJA from last several years. Originated at ARI, Dr. Goenka, Dr. Kamal Hora, Srikant Marathe, Sanjay Nibandhe and S. Balraj have put in lots of hard work into this work. Now youngsters like Jatin Garg, Hariharan, Rituraj Patil, Joel, Nitin, Akash Tiwari and Praveen Chaure have started contributing a lot. To inspire future program engineers, BAJA SAE India has introduced the Elevate program, a nationwide initiative designed to familiarize students with the competition. Through a series of engaging sessions, aspiring participants gain insights into the vehicle design, competition, strategy, and the impact of BAJA on engineering education. I thank KIET management and volunteers to host this event in northern section. With BAJA SAE India 2026 promising an exciting blend of innovation, competition and career building opportunities, this edition is set to further strengthen its reputation as the ultimate proving ground for the next generation of automotive engineers. BAJA SAE India has transitioned to a two-phase format, a significant change from post-COVID three-phase format. Previously, static events like design presentation, sales presentation, cost evaluation and other static events were conducted virtually in the second phase. Now these crucial evaluations will take place on site at physical event, allowing participants to engage directly with the experts and refine their skills in real world scenarios. One of the standout features of BAJA SAE India, everybody knows that and we want that, is the HR meet, where companies sponsoring the event actually recruit participants. This initiative offers students a gateway to career opportunities, connecting them with industry leaders who have valued the technical expertise, passion and problem solving ability cultivate their BAJA. So HR, in my sense, HR is the very important subject in BAJA, because without HR, people may not participate also. So I wish all the best in this journey of passion and confidence. Thank you. Thank you for KIET management.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights and motivating words. Now is the time to listen to our chief guest for the day. So I would request Dr. Balraj Bhanoj, sir, former director ARAI, to please come forward for his keynote address. Sir, please.
Good afternoon to everybody, my fellow colleagues on the dais, and my dear friends, I can say, or my kids in front of me, because now I am 82 years old, so I am on the downward path. So I like to share some of the historic perspective of this SAE, because in my career I have handled 30 years in the electronic industry right after independence, and now 30 years in automobile from 1990 onwards. So it's a unique combination, it's a odd combination. And having sort of a stamp somewhere on each event in the country, whatever has taken place in electronics as well as in your automobile. So I like to limit myself so far as automobile is concerned. I remember the days when first of all SAE came to India. That was in late 80s. I was at that time Deputy Director General in Ministry of Heavy Industries at that time in late 80s. And they said that they want to set up a show here in India. And they had a branch in Chennai. They were basically of the teaching staff, basically, nothing to do with the industry. So I said that unless the industry gets involved, you will not have that much importance here. So then I said, okay, why don't you go to ARI, Pune, and they will put you in touch with the industry. And as far as the education is concerned, the Chennai chapter will take care of it. That is how they started the birth of it, as a concept started. And that's how the first office was set up in headquarters in Chennai. And thereon, later on, it grew. And they started having an event of what they call the SIAT event, SIAT. So that event was regularly held in Pune, in the ARI. So that is held every 2 years. Almost like 500 to 600 people from all over the world come there and present their papers and all that stuff. And practically I have been attending those events right from its birth till today. All events, hardly any event would have not passed through my hand. And later on, when in 97 or 98, I forgot the years now, I was asked to take up the ARI because we want to set up a system of homologation, what you call in the country, for automobile industry. Because prior to 1990, there was nothing like a homologation system or approval of any vehicles, because there were only Fiat, Ambassador and things like that. There was nothing available. It is only in the 1990 when the Prime Minister announced the globalization of the economy that it was free for all. Anybody can manufacture anything in the country, he can import anything, assemble it, do whatever you like. The question was, in that sort of a scenario, all outsiders outside the India could import anything in this country. Then everyone was afraid that what will happen, because all people will like to have all vehicles and every product from outside. Nobody will like our products. People will not buy Fiat or Mazda. You see, if some ready-made product from outside is available, what should we do? That was a big challenge. So I chaired one committee, government appointed under my chairmanship, how to protect the automotive industry in a global environment, which should be a WTO compliant. That is a World Trade Organization who decides which nation follows the free economy. If you put some restrictions, they come in between. Just like USA is now trying to impose the regulations in its own way. So WTO has a role to play in that. That is what India is saying, that we will go to the WTO and all that. So I'm not going to the history of it. So point is, in that sort of a WTO compliant, how do we safeguard our industry after 1990? That was a big question in front of us. How to safeguard? We applied. We had constituted a committee. Mr. Pawan Goenka had just joined the Mahindras at that time. He had come from USA Ford. And similarly, other people from Ashok Leyland and Tata's joined. They were part of my committee. And we decided on 4 or 5 parameters which could immediately stop this import of bulk. What was it? Like rest of the world who manufactures automobile, they are mostly keeping to right-hand side traffic, our left-hand side traffic. So basically manufacturing is also in those countries who was following that. Europe and America both follow the right hand, so, except UK. This was a left-hand drive. So we said, if any vehicle comes in this country, first of all, it should have a steering on the right side. So if any import of vehicle will come, unless it has got a right-hand steering, you will not be allowed. So that means somebody has to manufacture a special vehicle for India. So at least 90% of the problem gets resolved with one stroke. The second thing was still stiffer condition. That was that we follow not a FTS system but a metric system. That means meters, kilometers, centimeters. Those people follow foot, miles in America for sort of thing. We said all dashboard instrumentation has to be in your metric system. Create a system, create a vehicle with that. Fine, fair enough. So something like that, 4 or 5 conditions we imposed, and it so happens that has stood the test of time. Even till today, our import policy is such, if any vehicle comes from outside, it has to conform to this basic requirements. That's all. So, nothing doing. We got another big problem in front of us, that large number of countries were importing the second-hand equipment in the countries. And the challenge was thrown in front of us by USA and Europe, including Japan, that you allow the import of second-hand import also. What do we do? You see our neighboring countries, you see Nepal, you see Bangladesh, you see Sri Lanka, you see African bloc, full of second-hand vehicles which are thrown away from Europe and America and all that. Okay? Now how to safeguard that? They were putting a pressure that all countries all over the world allow, fine, all that. It so happened that I had spent about 10 years of my life in Belgium. That time I was handling the electronic industry during 1975 to 1985. And I knew that in Europe, they do not allow the import of any second-hand equipment. Under the law, then there was a big pressure on us that India should also allow. So I was the chairman of the committee, and every time there was a meeting between the Europe and between Europe and India, or between USA and this, they will put one agenda item on the top. So last time when the Prime Minister, this person came, Mr. Manmohan Singh, they say there is a big pressure on us. We have to give a suitable answer which will be WTO compliant. I said, okay, this time I'll attend the meeting, sir. Let it be out of the Foreign Affairs Ministry. We will handle as a subject as a ministry ourselves. Then they called me there. I said, sir, can we do it on a bilateral principle? That whatever policy you follow in America and Europe, we will follow the same. He said, yes. I said, in your country, you allow the import of second-hand equipment only for the diplomats. You do not allow for anybody else. What is your answer to that? If somebody wants to buy it, will you allow? They were looking at each other. I said, even diplomats, if they import a vehicle in their country, it has to be scrapped if they want to sell it, resell it in your country. That's the law of your country. I said, I know that law. And after that subject was dropped. Until today, you will find not even a single second-hand import comes, but we have still gone little beyond them. And we said, even if somebody wants to import a second-hand, it must meet the homologation requirement of India. And each homologation requirement, it's a costly affair. It needs 50 lakhs to 1 crore of rupees for homologation of any vehicle. It's not easy. With the result, it is a closed subject. And still it is a WTO compliant. Okay? So, when you are dealing at that level, you can understand that you have to go to what depth, and which should be compliant. Now, just to tell you another story, how we introduced the homologation system in the country. You see, there was a pressure on our country that we follow a system of self-certification. Self-certification system is followed in USA. And Europeans and the rest of the world follows a type approval system, which is called a WP29 compliant, whose regulations are made in Geneva. Because those regulations are made for European countries, because there are 10-20 countries within which the vehicle moves freely. For them, the special rules were followed. Today, the same rules are followed by China, same rules are followed by Japan, same rules are followed by South Africa. But Americans were putting a pressure on us that India should follow the American system. There was a pressure, it's all political pressure. We asked them a simple question. If we follow the system, tell us what is that system is? Because in their country, people like Ford, people like General Motors and all these people, they say we are the inventor of vehicle in the world. What government knows? We know the vehicle better than you. Why do you want to put any test on us? We make it, we self-certify it. If you want, you can test it to any standard you like. And we are the standard makers, like SAE is the basic standard makers in USA for the automobile. So we make the standards, so we know what is the standards are. Our standards are a little better than that even. So they created an organization called NISTA, National Highway Safety Authority, which head office in Columbus. I've been there for 6 times. And how they do the testing is, they pick up a vehicle, a particular model from field, from dealers, and they put it to the extreme test. If they find some difficulty in that, then they introduce a system of recall, what they call. That means, if you have sold 1 million vehicle of that type, whatever defect is found, free of cost, you have changed the thing in all. This is only example one I am giving. Then how much money they spend annually for all the models which are made in your USA or coming from outside, because there is a free economy there. They say we spend about $1 billion. I said India cannot afford $1 billion. Then I told my government, if you can spend $1 billion, please go ahead with that system if you like. We cannot. So with that sort of analysis, we finally came to the conclusion that we will follow a European type approval system, and that's where the word of homologation was coined. And homologation means that compliance of any vehicle meeting the safety and emission regulations of that. How to create the test facilities in the country. That was a big issue. You see, you must understand the history, how the nation develops, and automobile industry comes up in this country, and where we stand today, and how much hurdles we have gone through that. Okay? So, the test facilities was a big challenge. When I was the director of ARI, every year they used to give me 10 crores, 5 crores from the government. I said I could introduce only one regulation in the country. If a noise lab has to be created, noise lab takes about 25 crores of mine. If I have to create a fatigue lab, that's take another one. All sorts of labs. So it was a big hurdle. If I have to create a Euro 4 norms, Euro 1 norms, Euro 3 norms, Bharat stage 1, 2, whatever you call it now. And each lab means when we created first labs, it costed us 20 crores of rupees. In ICAT, where Bangale was here, I remember very well, early 2000, the first lab of Euro 4 was created here. It costed us almost like 50 crores of rupees here. You see? So we could not match the international standard in the automobile. So whatever we could invest, whatever tests we could carry out, that particular tests were introduced in the automobile industry, step by step, step by step. And then you can imagine, people don't know, if we have to go from introducing even a Euro 1 standard, that means Bharat stage 1 norm, in the year 2000, first it was introduced in our country. You know how much money was spent by the industry and the oil industry? My friend Balraj is sitting here. They spent like 50,000 crores of rupees for cleaning up the sulfur, removing the lead from the petrol. 90s was the decade when we removed the lead from the petrol, which was a poison for the catalytic converters. Sulfur was also reduced. It used to be 1000 ppm in 1990. And by Euro 1 when we introduced, it came to 500. It took a decade to do that. That's when Euro 1 was introduced in our country. Then we were to go to Euro 2. We had to go to Euro 3, Euro 4. Euro 4 means Bharat Stage 4. We are now in Bharat Stage 6. And that was introduced in Delhi in 2010. And what was the sulfur content at that time? It was 50 ppm. And today it is 10 ppm. So for all these, again, oil industry spent another 50,000 crores of rupees. Not easy. These are very huge challenges. People may say that it's easy. Not. Same amount is spent by the automobile industry also. Equal amount to get that. And three-way catalytic converters and everything has to be introduced and whatnot. And simultaneously, I'll bring back to you to the SAE aspect. You see, I was chairman of Western section. For 10 years I remained chairman from 97 to 2007, something like that. Up to साल भी भूल जाता है आदमी. So the BAJA event, just to tell you, was conceived somewhere in 2005. We said that now our industry's testing standards are pretty well organized, because now our testing standards are so, because government has spent something like now, to my knowledge, about 20,000 crores of rupees, even more, I think 30,000 after re-evaluation. So all our testing labs are up to international standards. We can introduce any standard in the country without any problem. And that is why you'll be surprised to know any vehicle made in India can go to any country in the world, which meets all the regulations without fail. So we are not afraid of anybody. So you can see BMW is there, Porsche is here, Mercedes, anybody you think of. Another surprising thing which will be a surprise for you, a vehicle made in Japan, made in USA, cannot come in India, even today. They have to modify. They have to meet our regulations. USA is very simple. They follow a self-certificate system. So our homologation system, they don't know. So they have to change so many things for that purpose. So we are very happy. But our vehicle can go there, no problem. A very surprising thing. Same Japanese. All their vehicles which are produced in our country, they are the ones which are produced in Europe model. European models come here ultimately. China, vehicle as it is cannot land up in India. No, they are nowhere near us. So we are pretty safe as far as our system is concerned, and automobile industry is totally safe. Now coming to your SAE foundation, as I mentioned, BAJA concept were conceived somewhere in 2004-5. I gave this talks to Dr. Vora. He was there actually. He was reluctant to come to the education field incidentally. So I practically forced him. I said, well, this is your area. I know your background. I know you will be fit here. So he is now, I think, number one in the country at this moment. He is the best man who can handle this student fraternity. Our problem was basically how to get manpower even for our testing institutes. Because the subjects which we require for this testing of vehicle, none of those subjects are taught in the colleges. If I say noise, you people don't know a zero thing of this. Your students are sitting here, anybody can answer. If I tell you fatigue, they will not understand what is fatigue. If I tell them the optics, nothing, it's a physics subject. So I had a hell of a problem. What do I do in ARI? If I am introducing standards in the country, I want to implement them, I'll ask the industry to comply with that. Where to get the people to test it? Where to get the trained manpower for that? Then I thought of creating an institute for that. Now ARI has got, in 2003 we started an institute which has got special postgraduate subjects after your BE degree in fatigue, optics, noise. I think 7 subjects are there if I remember correct, something like that. And now we are offering even PhD courses there. So I will strongly recommend after your graduation, You people should look for that. That's the only institute in the whole world, I can tell you. There's nowhere else in the world is institute like that. And what we come to agreement is that 1 year will be stand on the educational aspect that will be given by the concerned college, and 1 year practical will be done, because our test facilities are so costly. So you can learn here the practical aspect of it, and people don't have the faculty. Our own people from ARI or other testing institute go and teach them in their college. They go for that purpose. So that way the hybrid concept was evolved. So I will say that if somebody wants to have that sort of a thing, your college should collaborate with ARI, because Pune University is already, I think we started with Vellore University. I remember I first went for signature with Ramanathan or somebody, forgot the name. Vellore. That was the first one we collaborated. Okay, you take care of 1 year. 1 year we will. Our people come and teach the subjects also. Faculty will be provided by us, and practical and all that our institute will take care of. And now wherever you are, there are 4 testing institutes in the country. You can go to ICAT, you can go to GRK in South, you can go to Indore for testing track, you can go to ARI. So now the situation is totally different. So best thing is you must unite so that your people after graduation do there. And beauty about that thing is the day those students are selected, different industry people catch them there itself. कि ये हमारे लिए बुक कर दीजिए भाई, 2 साल का बुकिंग है. And I had to put a condition that 20% of the selection will be mine first, because I need badly to take care of that. And then 80% anyway, do whatever you like. So that is the situation. And the type of experience you get there, you can't get anywhere else. And I have noticed that people who have left ARI and tried to rejoin some industry, they have again come back to ARI. I have plenty of examples. Because if you are a person who is handling equipment, you can handling Maruti, you are handling Hyundai at the same time, you are handling BMW, you are handling a Mercedes. Which is that organization which can allow you to learn all together? If it's a tractor man sitting here, you can International Tractor. I remember it was started in early 2000 in front of me. I gave them the first type role certificate. You see my signature will be there on your message. You see that? You can do the Ford also, you can do the Mahindras also, you can any other tractors, anything. What are the plus and minus of each one? You'll be knowing at one place. The type of experience you get there is fantastic. And the knowledge you get it. Nowhere else you can get it. That's the beauty.
How a student how can they got the admission at?
No, they have got some system I think Bora will be the right man to tell you. Oh, they have got a test or something like that. All over the country they select the people to understand. So best thing is you join hands with them, okay, we want to have a regular course like that. You talk to them, no problem.
Yes, fully.
Actually, I have been fighting with the ICAT people, Bangale. That why don't you try that institute here? IIT Delhi is there, optics is there. Today, point is there is no person available for the optics testing. No college teaches the optics at all. I told them 3-4 subjects you take up and all that. Now hybrid ADAS subject and all these things. वो कहाँ इतना advanced में सिखाता? कोई नहीं सिखाता. So you have the test facility, you have everything, you can do that. What is there in that? So, हाँ करिए. Anyway, so the question is the BAJA bit comes because there's so many things in my head. I don't know. The students should listen. They won't have any opportunity to. Nobody else will tell you also, because I carry the history with me. I have traveled with the history. Okay. So BAJA birth was given in 2004-2005, and I told this friend Vora, and he joined hand with Mahindras, and our that Indore testing track was getting ready, and that is where the first thing Mahindras organized in 2006 or 7, something like that. That was the first BAJA. But of late, you see that as Balraj has mentioned, fields are changing. It is no more mechanical. You are getting into the alternate field. You are getting the ethanol, you are getting the LPG, you are getting the CNG, you are getting the LNG, you are going to whatnot, hydrogen, you name it. Because next 10 years, this game of interchange of technology will continue. Till we finally mature with the fuel cell technology. By that time, I may not be there. But fuel cell technology will ultimately take over. But whether it's a 10-year or 15-year game, nobody knows. It is just imagination. And this way we are going for the hybrid technology, electric technology. This is a dispute whether we should directly go to the electric or we should go for the hybrid route. Japanese have followed the hybrid route. America also allowed both route to play. But Europeans have gone in a different manner. India is saying free for all. They are not promoting the hybrid because of the various industry lobbies. I will not comment on that aspect. So, same thing will happen in BAJA rather. And as he mentioned, that you may have to have a e-BAJA, or you want to have a, I will say, alternate energy instead of alternate fuel. I will use the word alternate energy. It can be hybrid, it can be electric, it can be CNG, it can be LPG, it can be KIET, it can be petrol, it can be diesel, or any damn thing. So, alternate energy, whatever form it is, based on that it will move. And of course, that probably the next time you will have a ADAS BAJA also. Because when you are going with the autonomous area, question is how much autonomous? Somebody has to define. Today, you see, the last year I had a big dilemma in front of me. I was thinking of buying a electric vehicle or a hybrid vehicle, which is mature. So I was looking for that. Ultimately, I landed up with 2-3 models. One was your Vitara, other was your Rider, but it did not have the ADAS. I said no. Because I said in my life I want to try how does the ADAS works in our Indian environment. The only model I could get was the Honda City model, which was a hybrid model with the ADAS features. But when I switch on the ADAS features, it gives me a hell of an issue. Our traffic type of this, it is not fit for that. You see, I know the type of difficulties I am having. So, I think probably, our Ramanathan from SA is doing some events for the ADAS. But I will say you have ADAS also introduced in this particular thing rather than autonomous. Try to see that what type of feature is ADAS is usable for our country. You see, which are those pieces? So based on that, let the people join. And maybe towards the end of this decade, probably the entire fully autonomous or ADAS, you may see some signs of that. But at this moment, it may be possible ADAS in closed environment, not in a traffic environment. Because our traffic is not like California. There they can run the autonomous taxis, but not possible in our country. Very difficult. We may invite trouble for that. So I wish you all the luck, and I will request that this particular concept, why it was evolved was, when I was realizing that our colleges teach only the theoretical aspect of it. Practical aspect is missing. So, just to create a toy and apply the knowledge, whatever you're gaining in your college, come out with some toy which is working on the field. At least you can try that. And it applies all the technologies of the automobile, whatever is there. That will, so you become a ready-made person usable by the industry. And it is a big platform for gaining that knowledge. It's a very, very big thing. I think all students who take part in that, they will realize in their life as they move along in whichever discipline they go. So that's some of the things which you have learned here that will be of use to you, whichever way you go. So I think this is a very good platform. Brother, I will say that today what is happening is in the country the fight is going on. Then BAJA should be Indore based or BAJA should be Chennai based. There is a big fight between North and South. Only last week we had a big fight in the MC meeting of SAE because South wants to start its own. And I think the time has come that this particular thing needs to be decentralized. North, West, South, East of course is lacking. So at least 3 types of BAJA, but provided you get a field ground for testing. I think probably in Ropar somewhere, where is it that you got in Punjab somewhere, if I remember. Ropar has that. Similarly, whosoever got the land, free land to create the tracks, it should be done because test track was available only in Indore. That's how they did. Okay, finished. My time is over. Okay. Thank you. So I thought that I like to share the historical perspective of this automobile industry and testing and all that, because you will not listen from anybody else, because nobody has gone through that drill. I thank the organization for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to share my experiences. I hope it will be of some use to you. Thank you very much.
Can we have a round of applause?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your enriched professional experience with us. And I'm hopeful that our students will certainly work upon the advices that has been shared by you. We are very sorry for the time that we were running off. That's what we requested to. Now, as we move towards the end of this inaugural ceremony, we would like to officially close this with the vote of thanks. So for that, I would request Mr. Tuhin Shrivastava, Faculty Advisor, SAE KIET, to come forward for the same. Tuhin, please.
Thanks, Vidhu. First of all, I would like to thank people on the dais, especially Bhanot San, Judy Bhangale ji, Balraj sir, Tapas ji, and Hari, Preeti ma'am and Kanwal sir, on behalf of the SAE KIET organizing committee, I will say, for sparing time and sparing their own experiences and motivating students here. Last but not the least, I would like to thank students who are coming from a long way for having an experience ki how things goes on, and especially BAJA OC for taking the initiative for this Elevate program, for giving new teams an opportunity to learn and grow forward. Thank you from my side.
Thank you so much. Now, we would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude and thank you once again to everyone who made this inaugural ceremony event possible, to our honorable chief guest, our guest of honor, our eminent speakers, organizing team members, students, honorable management of KIET group of institutions, as we are the host institute. Thank you all for being the part of this important milestone. I would now request the dignitaries and all the delegates to please move forward for the buggy unveiling. That would be followed by a group picture. Post that, we would be proceeding for the lunch. So I would request all the faculty delegates to please join us for the lunch at TBI KIET. All student delegates can move forward to Aryabhat hostel for the lunch. The post-lunch sessions will start at 2:15, so all are requested to please be on time and come back so that we can start our post-lunch sessions on time. Thank you so much everyone for joining us. Thank you all the dignitaries. Please move forward for the buggy unveiling.